So I wanted to quickly record this little video about an adventure I had this evening with food. So I made a really good meal tonight. It was a turkey shawarma on couscous, and it had like a tomato, kind of a salsa, with chopped tomato topping with some tahini sauce. It was so good. And about an hour later, I started having a bad stomach ache and heartburn and just I'm not digesting this food. And there's no reason why I should have had problems digesting this food. I mean, it's whole foods, it's fresh, everything is cooked properly. Nobody else had this indigestion. It was just me. And, when you're not feeling good, sometimes you don't think straight. If I'd had my head about me, I wouldn't have done this. But what I did was I took some ginger, because ginger, in normal circumstances, so taking some ginger helps a lot. But in this case, it made it worse, and my stomach ache hurt even more. And finally, I came to my senses and realized, I know what the problem is. My primary temperament is phlegmatic. And this meal that I ate was the opposite of my temperament. It was hot and dry. Phlegmatic is cold and wet, and this meal was mostly meat. Meat is it's in the hot category, and grains are in the dry category. Even if you boil them, even if they're served moist, they're considered a dry food. And I did have vegetables with the meal. Vegetables are a cold food. My rule is always have a vegetable with every meal. It's how I raise my kids, how I was raised. And, I had the tomato salsa on top. But the thing is, tomatoes, of all the vegetables, are the hottest. They are in the Solanaceae family, which are ruled by the sun. So all the Solanaceae vegetables, you can kind of consider them to be hot food. So I didn't really have any cold food with this meal. The older I get, the more sensitive my body seems to be. And my body was just really telling me, I don't like that you didn't give me food according to my nature. Then ginger didn't help because ginger is a hot herb. A lot of times indigestion happens because you don't have enough digestive fire, and so ginger helps add that heat that you need to digest it, but that wasn't the case for me. In my case, I had too much fire. So what I did is I went to the fridge and what do I have that's phlegmatic and need cold and wet? I found some apple juice. Apples are ruled by Venus, which is a cooling planet, and I found a cucumber. Now the cucumber is what really helped the most. I chopped myself a few slices of it, and I felt better right away. And so just a little lesson here, eating according to your temperament is important. Now, it doesn't mean I can never eat hot and dry food. It's just that I have to make sure to include the types of food that my body most aligns with. So I am recording this to share a little tip, a little life tip, and also to let you know that soon I plan on offering a new service, which will be wellness readings, so I can tell you what your temperament is and how you should live in alignment with that temperament according to your natal chart. I'm still figuring out the timing and finishing touches on my plans, but at some point soon I will have this available, and I hope to start offering these to people, because as you see, there's a very practical application for these concepts. I was feeling terrible, and I was able to make myself feel better just with a really simple understanding of temperament. So hope to see some of you in the future, and thanks for watching.